Ollie Robinson's 10-wicket haul steers Sussex to victory. Bad light brought an end to play on day 2, meaning 7 extra overs would be bowled on day 3 to make up for lost time. Sussex resumed on 100 for 6, the bulk of the runs that made up their lead of 340 thanks to their day 1 performance. The home side were hoping to increase that lead as they resumed, but Ben Brown's contribution would amount to just 10, caught behind off the bowling of rain in just the second over of the day. But if that early breakthrough rocked Sussex, they certainly didn't show it. Chris Jordan had played well for his first innings half-century, and as he was joined by Jofra Archer, he began to show that same form. They upped the run rate, taking Sussex's lead past 400 as they both edged closer to 50s. Archer's enterprising innings of 33 was brought to an end by debutant Ben Mike, caught hooking on the fine leg boundary. The 8th wicket partnership was worth 70 runs, and Chris Jordan had pushed on to the 40s. Ollie Robinson couldn't stay with him for very long. He was Mike's 4th wicket, bowled attempting a big drive for a quick-fire 17. Jordan reached his second half-century of the match in the very next over, before a memorable debut for Mike was capped off as he removed the England international, bowled for 54. Sussex had added 110 runs in the morning session, setting Leicestershire 451 to win and putting them into bat before lunch. No matter how this game ends, Ben Mike's debut will be memorable, the young bowler finishing with fine figures. Harry Dearden and Paul Horton navigated through to the break, Leicestershire going in at 17 without loss. But the afternoon session wouldn't be so kind to the Foxes. Ollie Robinson had wreaked havoc in the first innings, and he was back to remove Horton for 10. Dearden and Colin Ackerman would at least take Leicestershire past 50 before they lost their second wicket. It was Robinson again, this time finding the edge of Dearden's bat, caught behind for 21. And he had another in his next over. Mark Cosgrove bowled for 5. Ackerman and Dexter resisted the pressure and took Leicestershire past 100, trading boundaries and coping well with whatever Sussex threw at them. Ackerman's 50 came off the bowling of Danny Briggs, 4 runs taking him to the milestone. For the first time in the game, Sussex were really being made to work, and when tea was called, Leicestershire had recovered to 119 for 3. But once again, the break was followed by a wicket. Robinson had picked up all 3 of the wickets so far, and he'd again provide the breakthrough. Ackerman trapped LBW out for 52. He'd picked up 9 wickets in a match for the first time, but Robinson wasn't done there. The second fifer of the match sealed as 3 balls later, Ned Eckersley was bowled for a duck, his stumps uprooted. Neil Dexter proved a more difficult batsman to remove. His stubborn innings saw Sussex brows begin to furrow in frustration. Jofra Archer had had enough. He finally dispatched Dexter, caught behind for 30. Ben Rain was the next wicket to fall, skying a catch to Archer off the bowling of Danny Briggs to depart for 22. And Archer had his second wicket in the next over. Ben Mike gloving one through to the slips for 4, a smart diving catch from Finch sealing his fate. And then 2 wickets in 2 overs wrapped up the victory for Sussex as the floodlights were fired up. Dieter Klein couldn't add anything to the score before he was bowled for Archer's 3rd, and David Wiese would then bring the innings to an end. Mohamed Abbas's huge swipe across the line, the shot of a frustrated man. Sussex took the victory by 274 runs, adding 23 points to their total, leapfrogging Kent to go second, while Leicestershire add just 3 and remain entrenched in mid-table. There will be sterner tests ahead for Sussex as their race for promotion goes down to the wire. They welcome Warwickshire to Hove in the penultimate game of the season.